Hey, it's Brian here, and in this video, I'm going to go over a huge igniter for success in life that honestly, I don't see many people in the self-development space really emphasize nowadays. And when I say success in life too, I'm not just talking about positive achievements, I'm also talking about positive mental health. I'm talking about happiness. I'm talking about being authentic to yourself on this journey. So the igniter is this. Do you answer yes or no to this question? If you answer yes, you're on the right trajectory to achieving self-disciplined character in life, to achieving success in life. The question is this: are you a person of your word? Are you a person of your word in here? The thoughts that you say to yourself, the goals that you say. If you say you're going to do something, if you say you're going to be committed to something inside your head, are you actually committed to that? Do you actually get that done? Really think hard about that. And for me, I really developed this mindset over time. So I really have this self-discipline. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. No questions asked. There's no excuses that can pop up. I leave myself no wiggle room to back out from there. And the two ways that I really developed this was through exercising and studying. So even to this day, exercising wise, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but if I just say the previous night, I'm going to work out tomorrow morning. I leave myself no out to wake up late. I leave myself no excuse to not get that done because I said I was going to do it. So I know if I don't do it, I'm just going to feel off the whole next day. I'm going to feel like, man, I really gave into that. I'm just being lazy. I'm not being committed to my word. I'm not being real. I'm not being authentic to my word. So that's something that, in my past, I might have done that one time. Like, I'm never going to do that again. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm just going to do it. Studying wise, in college or high school, whatever, if it was like 7:05, in my head sometimes I'll be like, look, Brian, I'm going to study till 9 o'clock on the dot. There's going to be no distractions for these 2 hours while I study. And then I just studied for 2 hours. I left myself no out to look at my phone, to be lazy and have my mind drift off when I was trying to understand some material. So that's a habit that I developed. And I want to mention this too. So the opposite of this, the Achilles heel, I call it, of this mindset is sometimes you can procrastinate on certain goals, or you might not say certain goals or certain things that you're committed to because deep down you're not committed to it. So this is an area that I'm evolving in still to this day. If I'm not confident that I'm going to get something done on a specific timeline, I might not say it. And that's something that, again, I'm still trying to work through. Usually I still say I'm just going to get it done on this timeline because I know I perform best under pressure and I'm just going to rise up to the occasion and get that done. But this is something you have to be aware of, because once you're a person of your word in here, you might be reluctant to say certain things to yourself out of fear, out of doubt that you might get those things done. So you have to overcome that, in my opinion. That's an evolving process. And I want to emphasize this too. You might be listening to this thinking, well, Brian, you're emphasizing words to yourself in here. What about words to other people? So the reason that I'm emphasizing words in here is because if you're internally committed to the words that you speak, by default, you're going to be committed to the words that you say to other people. But the reverse is not always true. So there are some people out there that say care about the perception of their loyalty, but deep down, they're not really authentic to the words that they say in here. But perception wise, they might speak certain things and they get those things done, but their mind is chaotic. They say they're going to do something, they don't get it done, and their alignment, their mental health is not in the right order. Right? So that's why you really got to emphasize words in here first, because if you get that out of the way, like, man, if I'm committed to, in my head, I say I'm going to do something, then of course if I say to someone else, I'm going to do it. So that's why I'm emphasizing words in here. And how can you develop this? So I would say start small, because you just want to develop the habit of being committed to your word. It's not about the outcome initially, especially if you're young. So a few examples. If you don't exercise and you just want to stay disciplined to exercise, you want to stay on the right track doing that, get started. Just start small. Say tomorrow morning I'm going to do 5 push-ups, and then do those 5 push-ups. And then say the next morning do 6, 7, or the next morning I'm going to take a 10-minute walk outside. So you're just developing the habit inside your head of, I said I'm going to do this activity, and then you go do it. Or say tomorrow for lunch, I'm going to eat a salad. Then you go eat a salad. Or say you're trying to improve your social skills or your confidence with that, or trying to be a better coworker. Just say to yourself, look, I'm going to go into work today, and within the first 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to say hi to 3 coworkers, and I'm going to ask them how their weekend was. And then once you do that, you're just developing the habit of loyalty to your words. You're developing the self-confidence. You're developing all of that. So start small. And there's huge power in this because you're the judge of if you're being loyal to your words and no one else is. So even you watching this, I can just be lying my you-know-what off and saying, oh, I'm committed to this, I'm committed to that. And you would never know, right? But that's the power in it because you are the judge of loyalty to yourself. All this stuff is inside your brain. So once you can develop the confidence to, if I say I'm going to do something inside my head, I go do it. There's a power in that because only you know what that power is. And that's really key because once you have that power of loyalty to your own words, then as I go into in my next video, combine positive self-talk with it. Combine goal attainment with that. And then you got those 2 keys, loyalty to your own words, positive self-talk. You got those 2 keys that are the foundations of what self-discipline is. And then self-discipline, as you all know, is pretty much the igniter for achievements in life, for goals in life. For anything you want to get done, you got to be self-disciplined. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to be committed to what you want to do, to the words you say in here. So I hope this video was valuable to you. And if you answered no to are you a person of your word in here, just reflect on that. Reflect on that. And first recognize the importance, as I outlined, of being authentic to the words in here. And then start small. Develop the habit day by day of if you say I'm going to do XYZ, go do it and develop that habit. And then good things are going to come out of that in the long run, in the short run, and you're going to dominate your life.